Hey everybody, so this week's this episode of Funeral Hustle, I want to kind of set the stage for you. So I haven't been traveling this week, and for the next 2 weeks, I'm actually going to be in the office, just working on the business, operational. There's times where we just block off the schedule for any travel to be internal, to have meetings. So you're going to get a glimpse into what the hustle's like when I am not on the road. You've seen the presentations, you've seen the jet setting, you've seen the conferences, the multi-city weeks. This week is going to be different. It's going to be all internal, it's going to be one-on-one meetings, it's going to be some biz dev meetings, it's going to be client meetings, it's going to be Disrupt Academy. You'll get a glimpse into that. So, I love the travel, I love the hustle. I love the speaking, but I think I enjoy just getting my hands dirty on the operational side and running a business even more. You're going to hear a lot of talk this week about culture, about just what we're building, why we're building it, and conversations with clients. It's just the daily grind. One of the things I hope that you get from all of this, and you get from the content that we're putting out, the content that we're writing as an organization, and that I put out personally, is we are creating and developing and building a creative agency that just happens to be exceptionally good at social media and operating in that niche. So it's cool. You're gonna get to see a lot of different things. I'm excited about it. So I hope you enjoy this episode. Thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, like always, please kick them our way. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? What could we be doing differently? But this is a very intimate episode and a very transparent week into just what happens when there's no plane rides, there's no conferences, there's no speaking. It's just business. They've rolled them out for everybody. So what that means is when you are in Messenger, you're going to be able to see ads. So how Facebook breaks up kind of your Messenger feed now of your messages, like who's active online, different bots, they're going to put ads in between those breaks. So that gives us the ability to target ads, but also we noticed last week on a video that dang, we're probably not that entertaining. All right, cool. Thank you. Have a good week. Conversion rates are difficult for funeral homes because they're not, it's not a t-shirt where we can run a promotion on Facebook and then track the immediate sales. So the conversions come over a period of time of engaging with the consumer and building the relationship first, then leveraging that. So to get better conversion rates, if the end goal is to drive leads, would be to create better content that is more internal, more engaging, and more transparent. Allows us to educate the consumer more on that client, which establishes a deeper relationship. So the brand loyalty, we're very, very brand loyal. Think about the way that you shop as a consumer. There's certain brands that you're gonna buy just because you like that brand, you like what they stand for, you like the mission, you like they give back to this organization. We connect with a story, and if we can position that client with a story that's valuable and entertains, then that forges deeper connections in the community. At the end of the day, the more content we can pump out, the better the content, the better process we have, the more things that we are putting out into the marketplace, the better it's gonna be. So as we're hiring, we're really looking for people that can plug into a position but have the creative. So good. That's one of the things that I'm working with Maddie on, is I really see the potential for us to be able to have some sort of package we can sell to clients that is blog content. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
To meet the turkey. What is it?
Because they went to skate.
That doesn't make sense. Woo. On this episode of Disrupt You, we talk about the best way to get Facebook likes, why social media is more practical now than ever, and who sees content when it's boosted. 10-mile radius around your funeral home. Ah, man, ruined it. No, it's okay. All right, that ends this episode of Disrupt You. If you have questions, please email them to us, send them to us through Facebook Messenger, tweet them, however you want to get a hold of us, get us your questions. Until next time, keep disrupting. We'll have access to the scheduling so they can automate the buzz reports. So the buzz reports can be sent out on a certain date. It'll automate the report.
Switches to, remember like the drone shot we had?
Yeah.
Something sort of like that, but everybody, the dancing hot dog, now the banana.
Slap that on it and resave the header image. But subtly, we need to have this in here, the daily hearse.
My name and license number is manager, so it's there. You just have to dig for it.
Sure.
But in the past, what we've done is any cover photo.
I'm excited about where we are, but I'm far more excited about where we can be. I mean, we really are making a mark in the funeral profession. Like, ask Jenna, ask Carrie, ask Josh, ask Kaylee, the people that have traveled with us at conventions, at speaking engagements, the impact of the content that you create, whether someone's a client of ours. I would say at least 95% of the people this year that we've done a demo with have downloaded a piece of content we put out for free. They've watched videos, they've watched Funeral Hustle, they've watched Disrupt You, they've seen case studies that we put out. I mean, they've experienced something in our ecosystem. The more attention that we get, the more business that we will get, plain and simple. I sat down with Josh today for 45 minutes and talked about just brand strategy. 100% of what we do, the reason I do so much video is to get attention, not from an egotistical standpoint, not because I value my brand more than anything else, not because I want to watch myself on video, but because the more eyeballs that watch us, the more business we get. The numbers easily add up to the amount of clients we've gotten this year to continue to grow revenue at the pace that we wanted to. We've far exceeded that. So that, I mean, that's huge. Kevin called and said, he was choked up in tears and said, look, I don't know, because I don't know how to tell you this. I thought it was gonna be something bad. Like, I thought they had no cash, they were gonna cancel. He was sad about it. He goes, but I can't tell you the impact that you guys have had on our business. He said, we are busier than we've ever been before. He said, typically we're the last 3 months are typically our most slowest months. He said they've been our busiest months on record. Like, we're through our typical slow period. We haven't slowed down at all. He's like, I'm having to bring in funeral directors from other towns that can help us handle the amount of business that we've gotten. So the only thing that's changed is the social media. That's it, because we're literally doing nothing different than social media. But the exposure, the attention that they're getting on social media, if the consumer's only engaging with one funeral home when they're making a decision, that supports 100% that the ecosystem that we create, that they engage with, that one funeral home that's a client of ours, there's an 82% chance that that's the funeral home they're gonna pick in an at-need or a pre-need environment. So the numbers support it, numbers don't lie. So that's a huge win, is when a client can call and say that, especially a client that $1 a month. I mean, that's a big deal. That's a big deal when they're only doing 60 funerals a year. So it's pretty awesome. But you guys are creating content that touches, last month, 4.9 million people engaged with the content that you create. Our content's reaching more people are engaging with it. It has a profound effect on the people that engage with it. And it's much bigger than just, you've got a calendar to get out. I say that over and over and over again, but what is being created here in this office in Hickville, Zanesville, Ohio, touches 5 million people a month in an extremely positive way, and makes somebody's day, the worst situation of their life, that much better. Like, I had a conversation with Kaylee the other day. She thinks I'm weird. My grandparents are at an age where probably, like, if I get a phone call after 11 o'clock at night, I'm banking on that, and when it's not, like, it's a good thing. So I literally, every day I wake up and put myself in the mindset that one of my grandparents or somebody in my inner circle died, because that is the most, that's the worst thing that could ever happen, right? So anything else that if all of our clients walked out the door, it's still not as bad as that. So anything else that happens that day is going to be positive. It's a weird place to get to, but I think that it puts a lot of things in perspective, that the content that you're creating, that's happened for millions of people every single day that engage with the content that you put out. So when you can put yourself in that mindset of what would you want to engage with, what's going to create value for you, when that happens, I don't know, I'll probably shut down. I don't know what'll happen. I've never experienced it, so I'm pretty sure I won't be on Facebook very quickly, but some people are. That's their outlet. They're going to digest your content, and it's going to make a difference. So whether you're creating the text, whether you're the communication person, whether you're the graphics or video, everybody's equal, and there's a lot of weight that goes into that. So if there's no questions, we'll wrap up.